Feliz Cinco de Mayo. All right. You're going to do the quiz on stem changing verbs in the preterite tense. Remember, stem changers in the preterite only stem change in él, ella, usted, and ellos, ellas, ustedes, and it's only E to I and O to U. Everything else is a regular preterite change. Okay, so get that completed and then come back. We're going to review comparaciones. Okay, because you're going to have a quiz on comparaciones jueves, so Thursday. Okay, so what do you remember about it? Okay, we have a more than, we have a less than, we have two equal comparisons, as, whatever as, and as much, whatever as. We've got better than, we've got worse than, we've got older than, and we've got younger than. Okay, what were those in Espanol? Okay, if you're going to, your regulars are more than and less than. Almost everything is more than, less than. Okay, you've got four irregulars, and those are better, worse, older, and younger. Anything that's not one of those specific words, you're going to do a more than or a less than. Okay, and in English, sometimes we just add an ER to our adjectives. And sometimes we say more whatever than. Everything in Spanish is more whatever than or less whatever than. Okay, so what is your formula to say more than in Espanol? You've got más, and then an adjective, an adverb, or a noun, and then que. Ejemplo, the Beatles tienen más canciones en número uno que Michael Jackson. So the Beatles have more number one songs than Michael Jackson. Okay, I've got a noun in there on this one. I can have an adjective and I can have an adverb. All right, the same with less than, but what do you change? Well, it's now menos, and then adjective or adverb or noun, and then que. Wyoming tiene menos personas que Georgia. Okay, and that's just a fact. Wyoming has less people than Georgia, population. All right, that's what you're going to use most of the time. More whatever than or less whatever than. Okay. Your irregulars, and there are four of them, better than. What do you use for better than in Espanol? Mejor que, and it's stuck together, nothing in between. Mejor is your adjective, so it can be plural. You just add an ES, depending on what is better, okay? Or it can be singular. Ejemplo, las películas de Harry Potter son mejores que las de Twilight, because films or movies is plural, and that's what's better than. My better is going to be plural, mejores. All right, what about worse than? That's peor que. Again, stuck together, peor and que, there's nothing in between them. Peor can be plural if what you're comparing first is plural. Okay, ejemplo, Shark Boy and Lava Girl es peor que Wayne's World. Did that take you back? All right, what about older than? Older than is mayor que. Okay, stuck together, nothing in between. Mayor can be plural if what you are comparing first is plural. You would just add the ES. Okay, mayor looks like mayor. Mayors are usually older. Okay, ejemplo, Tom Brady es mayor que Patrick Mahomes. What about younger than? Menor que. Again, nothing between them. They're together, menor and que. Menor is your adjective, so it can be plural. You add an ES if what you're comparing first is plural. I have Kiernan Shipka es menor que Zendaya. All right. We also had our comparisons of equality. We had two of them. To say someone is as whatever as someone else, you're going to use tan and then an adjective or an adverb and then como. It has to be an adjective or an adverb because that's the only thing that makes sense. As dogs as doesn't make sense. It's got to be an adjective or an adverb. Okay, ejemplo. Lupita Nyong'o, whatever, however you pronounce that last name. So sorry I messed that up. But anyway, Lupita es tan hermosa como Kerry Washington. Okay, that is an adjective, so it's okay to go in there. She is as beautiful as. All right, what about as much or as many as? Another comparison of equality. What's your formula? A form of tanto. So you can use tanto, you can use tanta, you can use tantos, or you can use tantas. And then you've got to have a noun in there, and then como. Has to be a noun because you can't say as much beautiful as. That doesn't make sense. It's got to be a noun. And whatever that noun is, that's how you're going to make your form of tanto agree. All right. Yo tengo tantos perros como mi hermana. I have as many dogs as my sister. Now, one more thing with your tanto and como. If you don't have a noun that goes in between, you just want to say, I do something as much as, and there's nothing in between, you just keep it together and you keep it as the singular masculine, tanto como. Ejemplo, yo estudio tanto como mi mejor amigo. I study as much as my best friend. There's nothing in between as and as. So they're stuck together with tanto como. My verb is here. It's a different verb. It doesn't need anything else in between. All right. Oh, there they are in English. All right. I want you to practice these. I've got found a Quizlet. Here's a link to it with all the comparisons and just getting the formulas in your brain. Okay, remember you will have a quiz on Thursday. And that's going to be it for today. Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Remember that Cinco de Mayo is not Mexican Independence Day. That is in September. This was just a battle. And it's really only celebrated in the U.S. But have a great one. Adios.